Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Space Marine Primaris Aggressors. Now this set will cost you £20. I think your standard set of multi-pose, not really, you know, your standard kit of Primaris Aggressors are £30, so it's saving you £10. You do only get one weapon loadout with this kit. I just wish that Games Workshop had done this for the Centurions, you know, 4 years ago when they first came out. Has it really been 4 years ago? Yes, it has. You know, if they'd have released easy to build kits at £20–25 for either the assault or the long range kits, that would have been much better than the £47.50 I think that they asked for the Centurion kits, which only has 3 models in. So let's have a look at these. Let's unbox these. I equipped mine with the Boltstorm gauntlets, I think they're called. So for me, this was a must. Unfortunately, people that have equipped theirs with the Flamers, yeah, well, there you go. This is what happens. This is what you get. You get them in very sort of standard poses. I don't think there's going to be much sort of leeway because all their arms and their weapons slot into the backpack too. They're not in really, you know, I don't want to use a pun here, but they're not really in very much of an aggressive pose or an active pose or a firing pose. They're just sort of walking about, look, sort of struggling in their armour. It's a shame really, because it's the same for the multi-pose kit as well. Not really in the best examples of Space Marines that are just made to fight. Nothing else, just made to fight. But there we go. Hopefully they'll redeem themselves with more sort of Primaris kits when they come out. Okay, here we go then. So this is what we get. We get the little instruction book. I mean, just looking at that, it looks similar to sort of like the multi-pose kit, really. That didn't have too many parts. Oh, it's cool. You get a load of it's spent ammunition or something, isn't it? Oh, that's interesting. So you get a load of, like, there's the skull and a load of like little extra parts and things. Oh, and then there's a bolt gun. That's cool. I suppose you could put that on any base though. No, you can't because it's got a socket for it. Oh, great. Okay then. I mean, you could just cut that plug off. Sorry, I meant to say plug. You could just cut that off and then just glue it onto a base. But there you go. There are the instructions. There's a little paint guide and the rules. I don't think they've changed much at all. You've got the Flamestorm gauntlets, which are they're armed with Flamestorm gauntlets, so you're getting 2d6 assault shots at strength 4 that automatically hit the target. I'll go on to more about their rules and size comparisons and things in the review though. So there you go, that's the little information booklet, and they're the 3 bases, and yet you also get a, is it an Ultramarines infantry transfer sheet. So like the Redemptor kit, you also get one of these. Okay, so let's have a look at the sprue. Only one sprue for your £20, which is, yeah, it is jam-packed, and you're going to use pretty much all of the parts here with the optional sort of base extras. I mean, you don't have to use those. A lot of detail, not too dissimilar from the multi-pose kit. They've got these Primaris in their Gravis armour with these sort of like, they just remind me of roid guts or steroid guts that, you know, you get a lot of weightlifters now with these big sort of pregnant kind of belly type things. That's just what they remind me of. And you got some heads and the Flamers, the Flamestorm gauntlets. So yeah, I mean, if you've got a specific chapter like Dark Angels or Blood Angels, obviously just recently they released specific kits for those, which are just the multi-pose kits but with an accessory sprue. I think you're getting the accessory sprue, I think you're saving like £6 or £7 on that thing. So that might be a way to go if you wanted a, you know, Dark Angels or Blood Angels Aggressors. So yeah, a fair bit of detail, similar to the Aggressors. I'm not sure whether Flamers are the best way to go, but put it in the comments if you've used Aggressors and if they do wreck face with their power fists basically, and their heavy Flamers in a way. So there you go, that is the sprue, and that's all I really want to say about the Aggressors. You know, it saves you a bit of money from buying the main kit if you don't want the Boltstorm gauntlets. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.